Today we're going to be replacing the air filter on my Porsche Cayman 2007, and it should be a pretty easy job. I think the hardest part is trying to get the air filter out of this tight space and putting the new one back in. I'm going to be replacing it with this BMC air filter. This is actually a recleanable, reusable. Every time that it's dirty, I just need to clean it, take it out, clean it out, and then put it back in. I don't need to spend any money. This is pretty expensive for an air filter. It's about $100, but you know, in the long run, it's going to pay off because I don't need to buy another one. So you're going to use a Phillips screwdriver. You just need to take 2 screws, one here and then the other one's there. Make sure you don't drop it. And this cover just comes out just like that. There's another screw here that's holding the air filter, and again it's just a Phillips screwdriver. And once that's out, it's just a matter of finagling your way out of this container for the air filter. I am going to be wearing gloves for this job because this is going to be pretty dirty, so make sure you also have gloves handy when you're doing this. Push it all the way towards the front of the car, and where you have the lip that's connecting to the air filter, make sure you clear that space. Alright, and then now you can see it coming out. So really, it's actually pretty easy once you figure out the best way to get it out. One other thing you should do while you're here is make sure that the inside of the air filter container is clean as well. If you have a vacuum cleaner, probably a good idea to vacuum it. Make sure you don't have any debris or leaves like this. Make sure you have a vacuum cleaner to clean that up. So let me go ahead and get a vacuum cleaner. We need to take out this cover. You probably shouldn't be doing this in your car, but I wanted to show everyone how this is being done. So take this out. And just slide out. So that basically just comes off like that. It comes with its own screw, so you're going to be using this screw because the one that came off from the old one is not going to fit in here. Into this cap. And again, use the screw that came with it. And you don't really have to put this pretty tight, just kind of snugged. Now the fun begins of putting this back in, and just goes in the same way it came out. So it went in like that, and then once you're all the way in, you can kind of slide it down like so, and you gotta make sure it's all the way in the back to give you room, and be careful not to bend the filter. And it looks like this air filter is actually smaller than the one that was here originally, so it was much easier to put in. Pretty sure it's going to be easier to take out as well. I actually had to take off my gloves because it's much easier to insert the air filter into the lip over here. Once it's in, you can just basically just push it in. So this actually lines up. So now it's properly in place, and we can put the screw back in to secure the air filter. Again, doesn't have to be tight, just pretty much snugged. That's not going anywhere. Now we put the cover back in, and this actually slides into a hole down in the bottom, so make sure that's in there. And once it's in, we can go ahead and put the screws back in, the 2 screws. I'm not really tightening this, it's just making sure it's snugged. Alright, and that's it. So again, if this video helped you out, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. There's going to be a whole lot more video coming up with my Porsche Cayman 2007. Thank you.